What's up guys, it's Brian here. So a couple weeks ago, an account on Instagram called CleanMyBricks reached out to me and said, hey, would you be okay if we sent you one of our Lego Dustbusters to do a review on and show to your followers and to give them a discount code to use if they decide to buy the product? I said absolutely. So this video is sponsored by CleanMyBricks on Instagram, so thank you very much to them for sending over their specifically designed for Lego Dustbuster. So now I'm sure that dust is an issue for you as well as it is for everybody else, and cleaning Lego is always something that's kind of a pain in the butt to do. I have been always using this traditional little paintbrush with the very, very fine edges to just get into all the crevices and get the dust out, but that doesn't get rid of the dust. And I've seen people use a paintbrush and a little dustbuster, or one of those like pressurized cans of air to get rid of dust. But this is a dustbuster specifically designed with Lego in mind. There's the CleanMyBricks logo on the actual dustbuster. I already opened up the box. I'm just here showing it for review purposes. But here's what the kit itself comes with. So when you open up the box of this dustbuster, you are treated to the actual machine itself, which has a really nice matte finish, as well as a single button to press on and off. There's no settings or anything like that. And the very nice CleanMyBricks logo on the dustbuster. And you also get a couple of other different attachments. You get the standard attachment that has the little slit opening, so you can get into crevices very easily. One thing I like about this dustbuster in particular is that it is not just useful just for Lego. You can use this to dust any of your shelves at all, or any of the little crevices you have. This is the attachment that is specifically designed for Lego bricks, because the bristles on the end of this dustbuster, and what makes it different than other dustbusters, is that they are very, very fine bristles. They are not going to damage your Lego at all. You see how fine those bristles are? Most vacuum cleaners that have attachments like this have very rough bristles, but this can get into the Lego very nicely. I'm gonna do a couple demonstrations in a minute and get the Lego sets nice and clean. You also get this attachment as well, which isn't actually my favorite because it doesn't have any kind of padding on the bottom. So when I attach this to the dustbuster and just try to dust regularly, you see it's gonna scrape up whatever surfaces a little bit. So this is probably my least favorite inclusion of the kit, but these two are obviously very good, and these two go hand in hand together. This attachment just slides on like this, and then it's a circle attachment for the dustbuster itself. So that's what it looks like all finished. You also get a USB charging cord as well. So everything that you see in front of me, this entire kit, retails for $49 US, $48.99 US. They have different other international prices that I did not check. However, if you use the code Watermelon Studios at checkout, you get 10% off your order, as well as free worldwide shipping. However, I'm not going to convince you to buy it until I show you what the actual dustbuster does. And I think what really sets this one apart from others is obviously, once again, the very fine bristles. So let's take a look at a couple of really dusty Lego sets I have and see what this bad boy can do. The first set I'm going to pull in here is the 2018 Solo Han Solo's Land Speeder set. This is a set that gets very dusty for me very easily. I keep it on the bottom shelf of one of my shelves, and so it's very close to my carpet, so the dust always just kicks up, lands right on it, and as you can see, this thing is very dusty. It is very much covered in dust. I also wanted to pick a set that had darker colors so that the dust would actually come through on camera, because it's kind of hard to film this type of stuff. However, I am going to use the dustbuster. I'm going to mute the audio because I don't want the vacuum noise to kind of, blow out your earphones. Headphone users, be warned. But I'm going to give you the little demonstration of how this works. So there you see a very visible difference. That took me about a minute to do. I didn't get into all the crevices perfectly. I didn't do the best job with it. However, it really works, and it really makes a huge difference. I couldn't really get into these little deeper crevices of the set. However, I will just take off the attachment real quick, just to kind of show you how smooth these bristles are and how they do get into each and every corner, which you can kind of use this guy as well to brush out the corners of these little sets to make sure that it works very well. I would still recommend something like a very soft paintbrush to kind of get in there, because these bristles are kind of bending just a little bit, but I'm not sure how that's going to hold up over time. This paintbrush has never failed me, though, to get in there and really get all the dust out. But as far as the larger surfaces and the flat surfaces go, I mean, you saw how it was before, and it really, really makes a difference. So let's take a look at one more set that has some nice flat surfaces. So here we have Palpatine's office from the 2012 set Palpatine's Arrest. I just brought this over to my apartment from the last time I went home to New York, and it could really use a good dusting. You see all those little dust spots on the red, as well as up in the office itself. I really want to try to get into that desk area with all the tiny pieces and see how well that this gets all the dust off of the desk, as well as up at the front here. This one isn't the best because the bricks are a little bit light, but I still just want to give this a nice dust and see how well we can see the before and after shots. So let's break out the duster and see what we can do. So as you can see, that was a very quick dusting. It only took me about 45 seconds to a minute, and the results really are there. These are sparkling new pieces without all the dust. I didn't get into all the crevices back here. I kind of just did it quickly for the demonstration part of the video. But the desk looks great. You saw the dust that was on there before. Now it's just gone. And what I love about this Dustbuster is that it doesn't suck up any of the tiny pieces. Like these connection points that are sometimes a little loose aren't going anywhere. And I just love the way that this whole thing works, and the bristles being very soft makes it for kind of a 2-in-1 with the paintbrush as well as the Dustbuster. I would still recommend using a paintbrush to get into the little crevices without killing the battery of the actual Dustbuster, but still, the results are there, and I think that they work very well. The one last part of this Dustbuster that I forgot to mention in the beginning is that this thing does come apart, so you can empty out the container if you do decide to dust with more than just like dust. If you decide to dust or use this Dustbuster for anything else, it is very easy to clean. It just kind of snaps off. The filter comes out just like so, and you can clean out the inside as well. You can already see that there's some dust lining the inside there, and there it is. You can see where my finger just kind of went. So it's very easy to clean out as well, and then it just kind of snaps right back on. So I think the difference, the results speak for themselves as far as this little Dustbuster goes. I know $48 is a lot to spend on something that you could probably get on Amazon for probably half that cost, but this is a company that designed this specifically with Lego in mind, and the thin bristles really make the big difference. And it's very easy to maneuver. It's got this just very easy handle right here, and the button that presses the Dustbuster on and off, and it just works very well as far as being able to easily maneuver it over your Lego sets, and it's not very heavy either, so it works very well for the function that it's supposed to have. So I would definitely recommend that you pick this up if you've got the cash on you to spare for cleaning your Lego sets, because it's something that, you know, you buy these expensive Lego sets. Palpatine's office is $100. It was back in 2012. You might as well keep it looking nice. And I can't recommend cleaning your Lego enough with a paintbrush Dustbuster combination. And you can get, once again, this product you can get from CleanMyBricks.com. Use the promo code Watermelon Studios. You'll get 10% off your order. So that's about $4 off of this thing. You can get it for around $44, as well as free worldwide shipping. And it does come in 3 colors as well. You can get it in either white or green or black. So thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you very much to CleanMyBricks for sponsoring this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below. How do you usually clean your Lego, or do you just leave it to get really dusty? Let me know down in the comment section below. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.